Scotch. It is Scotch for Dummies.
And it's been entirely too long.
I was gonna say, it feels like a long time since we've been in front of this camera.
Right? Because we took a little vacation.
Yeah.
We didn't take a vacation from drinking.
No.
We just took a vacation from letting you guys see us do it.
That's right. We didn't catch much fish, but we did kill a lot of scotch and half a bottle of bourbon. I don't know how that got in the boat, but
put that in there.
Kind of an inside joke on
yeah. Anyway, we got some live stuff coming up too, and so we want to get to this review. I'm excited about this bottle actually. Drew picked this one up today. Funny that he did because I looked at it yesterday. I literally had this bottle. I picked it off the same shelf. And anyway, so he brought it home, and so here it is in front of us. I know we have other ones to review.
We've done a Benriach before, and we enjoyed it thoroughly.
Well, to be fair, guys, I mean, I went through, the liquor stores close to us, we're starting to run out of selections. I'm always going in like, what have we not tried yet? And there's always good scotch. You're like, oh, I want that one, that one, that one, that one. But we've not done the Benriach 10. We've done, what was it, a Solstice?
17 Solstice, which was a shock.
Great, right?
Came out of nowhere, like, what was this?
So I figured it's got to be good, right? It's Benriach. Yeah, we'll find out. But what do you got?
I love that nose.
I know.
Ooh, that is nice.
Oh, that's different.
Green apple.
So we didn't even talk about this. Benriach 10, single malt Scotch. What is the? About $74, something like that.
Something like that.
It's a little on the pricey side for a 10-year-old.
Yeah, you would not normally see a 10-year being 74. It must be good.
43%. That's what I was looking for.
Okay, so it's got
Did you mention bananas earlier?
I did.
I smell bananas now. That's because you put it on my head.
I got green apple when I first took that bit, like a Jolly Rancher, almost fake. It was so strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is there.
So do we know anything about the casking or anything about this bottle?
Oh, that's a great question.
Scotch. This is drinking.
No, I don't. I don't know what the casking is on it.
Green apple's still hanging out. It's kind of exciting.
I know a little bit about the distillery from when we talked about it previously and what I've read here and this, that, and the other. 1898. They actually do some of their
other ones, right?
Yeah, they do some floor malting themselves, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Makes them
it is because not everybody does that anymore.
Do they own Ladeg or Lacheg or?
Well, so Brown Forman bought Glendronach, Benriach, and all those. So
there was one more in that mix. What is it? I thought it was Speyburn, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, that's big.
No, there's 3 of them.
There was 3 of them.
Yeah.
So I expect this the labeling to be changed. But
yeah, I would think so, and I don't think that you'll necessarily see a decrease in quality, but it may be a case where some of these get into markets that it was previously unavailable just because Brown Forman has a longer reach.
Huge, yeah.
So that may actually end up being a good thing.
That's good stuff.
So
yeah, I'm not ready to review it yet, but just off the top of your initial review is it's sweet. It's toast. It's a little bit of fruit and banana.
Yeah.
It's got a nice creamy quality.
It does.
To it too.
It's really creamy.
Oily a little bit, dare you say?
Yeah, I mean
the way it
There's
coats
something
the
else
tongue.
there too. I haven't got it yet. I'm still searching for it. Something.
A non-chill filled Noir.
Really?
This is natural coloring, according to the bottle. That's what they claim. Non-chill, natural coloring.
This reminds me of like honey buttered toast.
I get like a hint of black licorice on the back end. Just kind of like a tingly on the tongue kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But it's got a lot of sweet notes to it.
I mean, for a 10, this thing's got a lot going on.
It's some flavor to it.
I got no burn in it. I got none of that.
I got a
harshness.
hint of burn in the first sip. Not anymore, Bill.
I don't want to knock it for price, though. I mean, 10 years, $75 for a 10.
Well,
then again, let's talk. I mean, there's $75 from non-age statements out there.
Yeah.
I mean, easily.
There's a lot more than that for non-age statements.
Yeah, if you want to go up there, you can.
You can get that rare cask up there for a lot more than $75. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I just bought the Lefroy 10. You bought the Lefroy 10. $20 off on sale for $35.
That's a crazy deal.
So it's normally $55. This is $20 more. 10. So you know.
Which one would you rather drink?
I'll be honest with you. You gonna spot me at 20?
The 2021.
I got a little water just to say we did.
Yeah, actually we had a comment today about, why do you add water? You don't need to add water. It's like, well, first of all, we add water to everyone just to be fair, because
for reviewing purposes.
For review, so we have to keep it fair.
To be honest, some of them do need water. Yeah. And some of them benefit from you adding a little bit of water.
A lot of them will benefit. I mean, just depending on your flavor profile.
I will agree that I think some of the lower alcohol content scotches normally don't benefit, but there's been a few surprises that I didn't expect the water to hold up at all, or the scotch wasn't very complex, and we put water on it and it completely changed the flavor profile.
I mean, and to be honestly transparent, I don't put water on anything at home when I'm drinking.
Right.
I never do. I mean, it's just, so if you want, we don't put water on normally, but
I do occasionally.
Consistently.
But it depends on the scotch.
If you're drinking Octomore 7-1, I'm putting water on it. I mean, if you're drinking something
Aberlour.
I think I put a splash on a Nougat about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's okay to bring it down a little bit.
But some of those higher alcohol content scotches, you almost have to.
You're up in the 50s, upper 50s, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
I mean, that Irish whiskey was that Connemara. That's like 60%, man. If you don't put water on that, you're just embalming yourself.
It's kind of a kick in the gut anyway, right?
Wow. All right, so the water.
I can smell a lot more of the like sugary, grainy qualities.
I was going to say it does smell sweeter.
Alcohol pulls up.
I'm going to go because I got this taste right now.
Do it, man.
Right, so, you know, before water, it was great. The nose, as you guys said earlier, it was a little bit of green apple, Jolly Rancher, but I got a little bit of bananas too. Sweetness on the nose. Boy, the palate though, didn't get that. The palate had some kind of, I couldn't figure it out at first. Now I think I'm getting it. And I'll tell you what, adding the water after talking about it, I actually did a nice rounding of the edges for me. The nose, not so much different, but the palate, it's smoother. It's more sweet now for me in the nose, or I mean the palate.
It is definitely sweet. Yeah, good.
I think what I'm tasting is kind of like a oatmeal raisin type richness to this. I'm not sure what that is, but it's something else going on as well.
Cinnamon?
No, maybe a hint, but it's some kind of spice going on for me in that raisin figgish thing or whatever, but enjoyable dram. I really like the flavor of this one, the taste. It's smooth, easy going down. I'm with you on the price. I mean, for a 10-year, it's up there. I'm going to ding it a little bit for that, but I think this is probably, I don't want to go to my 2.5, but...
He's going to get dinged for going to his 2.5.
Actually, I'm going to go to 3 in this one, because here's the reason. I think it got really good flavor going on with it. I think that's putting it above the 2.5 for me.
Yep. Okay.
Fair enough.
If you're feeling it, if not, we'll go out of order. We'll mix it up.
I got this.
We'll mess people up, but we'll do it.
Don't worry about me. I got this.
Here we go.
All right. So normally for 10-year, I wouldn't hold it to too high a standard. I'm not expecting a whole bunch. It hasn't sat in the cask long enough to develop a lot of complex flavors. You know,
really?
Normally.
I'm saying normally. In general, a 10-year-old Scotch is going to be a very entry-level Scotch, but you're also not going to pay $70 for it.
Yeah.
So, considering the price point, I'm automatically expecting this Scotch.
It's got to be good.
Had better have some good qualities to it.
Yeah.
And it did not disappoint. I truly enjoyed this glass.
Good flavor.
I was kind of surprised by the green apple, especially how strong it was on the nose. It didn't overpower anything. I really didn't get that flavor when I tasted the Scotch, but it was cool on the nose. I did get some banana, a lot of like apple and pear, that black licorice on the back end. With the water, I lost some of the fruit notes, but it brought forward some of the sweetness and some of the cereal notes. It didn't keep the creaminess quite as well with the water on there. It kind of lost a little bit of that.
Yeah,
this one I probably wouldn't put water on. It's not bad with the water. I just think that it lost some of the interesting characteristics that it had going on.
I agree.
Little pricey for a 10-year, but I think it's an interesting glass. I think it's got a lot of good qualities. I'm going to give it a 3.
Yeah, man, I don't want, in the interest of not sounding like a broken record, but it's interesting to hear what you said. When after you put the water on it, I took a good swallow, and you said oatmeal, and I already, my mind was thinking oat. I taste oat. But to back up, the first initial green apple smacked me in the face. I was like, "What's going on with you, darling?" So I think there's a lot going on, and it's got complexity for a 10-year, which is surprising. I do like it neat because I like that oily creaminess, the feeling that you get in your, and the flavor's a little bit better. Water, I think. It did round it, like you said, it took the edges off, but it also took a lot of the flavor off for me. It didn't give me as much flavor-wise. With the water, I smelt the banana on the nose, tasted a little bit sweeter, just not as much complex flavor. So I would stick with it neat. Price point, yes, it's expensive for a 10, but I don't think it disappoints. And I'm not disappointed or surprised to have read some of the other ratings that we read about this. I mean, try not to do that to go into this with an open mind, but you know what? I see where they're coming from. It's got something going on in it. So if you don't want to spend $75 for a bottle, pick yourself up a dram at a bar if you can. I got to give it a 3. I think it's a great bottle.
If this was priced $50, hands down.
Oh my gosh.
Easy 3.
Yeah.
35 easy.
Yeah. So far we're shooting 3s.
So based on what my initial thought and what you guys are saying, this is like a breakfast scotch. Because when
Don't mind if I did.
Good morning.
my first flavor on this, so you get the apple and then a little apple on the nose, so you're already starting kind of fruity. But then
Like
when
a
I
fishing
tasted
trip.
this, it was like my morning breakfast buttered toast with honey.
Yeah.
So you get that sweetness,
Oatmeal
you get that
raisin?
creaminess of the butter, you get the toast and the oat. I mean, that is exactly what came out when I tasted this. So it has all of that, and to put all that into a 10-year Scotch, I don't know how they do it.
Kudos, man.
Good point.
I've not seen that happen. That you just get that rich, sweet, creamy. I mean, and that's not my wheelhouse.
For 10 years, that's a
That
good
is
point.
not what I normally look for in a Scotch, but man, they
I bet
just,
you could 10 year long time.
they just put it together really well.
We
here.
talked about the Lafroig 10 to night. It was like, man, it's pretty good for 10 years. This is great for 10 years.
yeah.
Exceptional.
And when you add the water to it, I pulled a little bit of the alcohol up. It lost some of the creaminess. It wasn't as good in my view, but it definitely is worth considering. And there's other flavors in there that I'm not getting.
Sure.
I did get maybe a little bit of cinnamon, maybe a little.
It had a little
licorice,
bit of a
but
spice after I put the water on.
maybe that's because I'm
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
cinnamon toast. You know, maybe that's even better.
Maybe.
So I'm going to give it a 3 as well because they do it well.
It's easy math.
You know, I like it.
Guys, Ben
For a
Benriach,
10-year-old
10-year-old Scotch.
I'm telling you,
$75 10-year-old.
before we
Scotch.
started this Scotch journey, never even heard of Benriach, right? And then we brought that
Guys are good.
solstice home and we was like, what the hell is this about, right? And now
They do a nice
even
job.
the 10-year, which is just a basic 10, entry.
It was very good.
Money.
Yeah.
Good entry, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's a little bit
Another
entry. It's
bottle of
expensive one,
solstice,
but
All right, guys.
All right,
it's 3.
Three's all the way around.
There you go. Easy math.
Ben
Hey,
Rick,
thanks for watching,
Nice
guys.
job.
Absolutely.
Be subscribed. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Catch you on the
Cheers.
flip.